All right, hello and welcome to your LucidChart tutorial. We're going to be finishing up our little alchemy factor trees today. We're going to be doing some actual technology things. Forget the paper pencil stuff that I tried to fool you with last week. We're going to make something very cool and very neat. So this is a very simple website to use. You should already be logged into it because we did that all as a whole entire group. So if you didn't, I don't know where you were for the last 3 or 4 minutes, but you ought to ask President Mr. Meyer to maybe find you somehow and bring you back into reality. So you should be logged in, looking at a screen. It looks very similar to this. And you probably have something on here that looks like a blank document. If you don't, you just hit the little plus document thing. Now let me explain just really quickly about your LucidChart account. You have a possibility of having 5 documents open on your account. That's how many you can have. That works out great because we only have to do 3 little flowcharts here. So I'm going to go ahead, jump right in this, show you how to use this thing, kick the tires a little bit, and let you kind of go after it once we're finished. So I'm going to go ahead and open this. This website is a very easy, very quick, simple thing. We're going to recreate those handwritten factor trees that you made last time you were in class, and I'm going to show you how to do that on this website. So you're starting out here with like just a blank page, and you can see it kind of has, it's kind of like grid paper is what it looks like. It's kind of cool stuff. But really what you're going to use is all the kind of stuff that's over here. There's a ton of different things to do. There's a lot of really kind of neat shapes and things. And if you really want to get into this, that's totally cool and totally up to you. I'm going to kind of show you the standard, the basic stuff. If you want to explore on your own, by all means, have at it, okay? So I'm going to start here with this first box. And what you do is you just kind of click and drag it out there. And I want you to see something. You see how that little line just popped up right there? That's the center line. So like this document will like help you out aligning things, making sure they're even. So I know if I drop this right there, this box is in the center of my page, which is pretty fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually retype in here earthquake. We're going to use earthquake, which is the one that I used as an example in class. And I really don't like how like big boxy this is. This isn't very cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to shrink this kind of down to more like a rectangular shape, which is kind of like that. By all means, feel free. You can change around the font. There's all sorts of really cool ones. Please, actually, this looks pretty good. Most of these are all pretty good. Pick something that I can read, you know, like this. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Might want to make it a little bit bigger. Let's go with a 10 size font. That's pretty good. So I can read that. That's easy. There are no like squiggly, curly Q cursive ones, so that's pretty good. Now, I like the size of this box, and me kind of being picky like I am, I like all boxes to kind of be the same size. So if you go to a box and you right click on it, you can click duplicate, and what it'll do is it'll just pop a brand new box with the exact same measurements, and everything is all the same, which is kind of cool. And so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that on both of these. I'm going to duplicate. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Hey, guess what? If you also make a mistake, you can go to edit and say undo. That's kind of cool, huh? I wanted to select just one and duplicate just one. All right, and I'm going to put it down here. Now, I want you to see, do you see those little dashed lines that are right there in the middle of the screen? Those are going to help you keep things kind of organized. So like right here, I've got these edges are kind of lining up. They're all spaced out very nicely. This is the same height as this. I kind of want it to look a little balanced and look a little neat. So I'm going to use those little guides as help. Now all I have to do is go in here and fix stuff. So remember this was energy, and if I double click on that one, I can change that one to earth. So energy and earth together combined to make earthquake. Now here's where we do the cool stuff. So you see this little red dot that's moving around as I put my cursor there. If I click and I drag, look at that, a little arrow pops right out of there. And then I can actually connect it to energy, which is what I wanted to do. And then I can actually make another little arrow over here. I can connect it to earth. So look at that. Boom, I just made my tree. So that's pretty cool stuff right there, if you ask me. Now I'm ready to add on to energy. Remember, earth, well, that was the end of our tree on this side. This side can be broken down more. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to duplicate. Okay, I'm going to click off there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to duplicate again. And I'm going to move these down just a little bit. And move it over. Look at that. Nice and centered. All good, spaced out. Everything is super great. And if you remember right, we made energy with air, and we made it with fire. And then, whoops, scroll down, sorry. And then I'm going to grab my arrows again, poke it down, and, oh, don't do that. Come on, Mr. Meyer, pay attention. There we go. There we go. I wanted to click and drag that. So Pretty cool stuff right there. Look at that. I've got my factor tree basically already made now. This is a pretty simple one, and I know you guys have some ones that are a little bit more complicated. You'll have to be kind of creative with the sizing of your box and the spacing that you do to try to fit it all in there, but you can see I have a lot of page left. Now the kind of fun stuff, you can actually get in and kind of customize this a little bit. If I click on this, I can actually change the line color if I wanted to. I can actually make the line color bigger. I can change the box so the box is a different kind of color like that. I can do that with all these if I want to, kind of play around with it. So really what's really cool is once you get this factor tree done, then you can kind of get into that customizing and making it look kind of cool, putting your own little style on it if you want. If you do use some of these other boxes, that's totally fine. The same thing, you just kind of click and drag them out there. I would recommend that you maybe limit yourself so like every single box is not different, because this looks pretty nice. It's all the same, all similar, you know. If I wanted to do maybe like this little flag on the top here instead of that might be kind of cool or something like that. But like I said, just be careful with using too many different styles and different sorts of things, just because it starts to look a little messy, I guess. So let's kind of keep it clean. If you want to get rid of something, like I said, it's just like anything. You click on it and then hit backspace on your keyboard and it's gone. So boom, delete. If you do something weird like I just did, like I accidentally, I drug this down here and it just messed up my whole thing. Again, edit, undo, which is a fantastic thing. Or if you saw this little thing here, look at that, Control Z. Control Z works on about any website. If you accidentally mess up, hit Control Z and it'll undo just about anything that you accidentally did. So hey, there's that, I guess. I'm kind of done rambling on and on about this, so I'm going to kind of turn it over to you, let you have at it, play around with some of the features on LucidChart. But shame on Mr. Meyer, I almost forgot. Definitely need to rename your document. So I'm going to name my title on this one. We're going to call this one Earthquake. You don't need to do your name on this one. Why do I capitalize the Q? Seriously, Mr. Meyer? It doesn't spell it right. You don't have to put your name on this because this goes just with your account. So I'm actually going to grade this by looking on your computer. You're not going to turn this in. We're not going to paste or copy this to anything. I just don't think we'll have enough time for that. So I'm really honestly just going to grade this by looking on your computer screen. So as you get one done, hey, let me know so I can come over and take a look at it. So like I said, I've rambled on and on enough. We're almost at 8 minutes on this video, so I'm going to kind of cut it off here. So good luck. If you have any questions, please ask present Mr. Meyer, who is probably wandering around the room right now. He will be more than happy to help you out. So, hey, have at it, guys.